All the Dr. Phil and Adam Ray merch is live for order right now at adamrayshop.com. Enjoy the show.
I don't think I like your attitude right now, if I'm being perfectly honest. It feels like something that you've kind of been pulling off to me.
Texas, make some mother noise if you're excited to be alive tonight. Who's excited? It's a Saturday night in Austin. You guys fired up for a good show? We got a good one for you tonight. Holy shit. Balcony, how we feeling up there in the poor people seats? You guys good? It's a lot of enthusiasm for a little bit of cash. It's gonna be a good one tonight. You guys are fired up. This is the last night of the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. Give it up for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival for making us feel at home. Got a good show for you tonight. Tonight's show is all about operation, okay? Webster's Dictionary defines it as the process or act of functioning or operating, okay? Maybe you're operating as a functioning alcoholic. And you've recently been banned from all your son's t-ball games for arguing with the umpire. And you most recently told him, hey, if you get one more call wrong, I'm gonna fuck your wife in front of your dog. We've all been there. Maybe you operated on a hurt pigeon that unexpectedly flew into your condo, right? And your Down syndrome daughter said, Dad, you gotta fix this bird, otherwise the bird's family will track you down and nibble on your cock until you bleed out. Something she read on the internet. My wife, Robin, keep it going for my wife, Robin. That's 48 years of marital bliss. That's a bad bitch right there. Sweetheart, Robin is my pride and joy, my soulmate. She recently learned how to operate a hot air balloon, which is pretty sexy. So for her birthday, we took a romantic trip around Texas and dropped a bunch of used pregnancy tests on Ted Cruz's house just to see tomato, Ray Romano. We've all done something we weren't proud of. Hit those house lights for me real quick. I'm gonna take a look at the perverts and psychos at Austin, Texas. Holy shit, look at these motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Look at the, holy shit, look at this guy right up front. Sir, stand up. Dude, if you're here, who's selling coke in Grand Theft Auto? Flip around for me, sir. Look at this guy, holy shit. That's a real guy with a real set of teeth. Look at that shit. Why are you this way? What's your first name, sir? Turn around so the crowd can see your teeth.
I'm Galbo, and I'm from Texas.
Your name is Galbo?
Galbo. Like Cabo with the G, Galbo.
You got the Dr. Phil shirt, I love that. The teeth, the glasses, what came first, Galbo? And I also saw you got a Theo Von mullet going on in the back.
The teeth.
The teeth. And how much do teeth like that cost, Gabo?
28.
You want to finish the fucking sentence, Gabo? Are we just supposed to guess? 28 what? Monopoly dollars?
2,800, but I get you started cheaper.
We sick the fuck down, Gabo. I think we're done here. Thank you so much. Keep it going for Gabo. That's my stepson. He's going to be a woman in the morning. Gabo, do you have a job? What do you do for work?
I have a real job.
You have a real job? Yeah, okay. I think, yeah. Now, do you understand what you just did there, Gabo? I said, what do you do for work? And you go, I have a real job. You know, what is that job, Gabo? Where do you work Monday through Friday?
I'm an IT manager.
You're an IT manager. I don't think anybody thought you were going to say that. Maybe the balcony, but besides them. Was that the dream, Gabo?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, what was the kid dream, Gabo? You were farting around the playground, just waiting to, get 28 so you could buy those teeth? What were you fantasizing about as a young Gabo?
Hacker.
To be a hacker? Hacking shit? Yeah. Do you still practice hacking in your day-to-day now? Have you hacked anything recently other than this conversation? Sorry, I had a mac and cheese portable on the way over here. How about you, sir? Nice mustache, you got a cool hat, brown shirt on. Stand up for me real quick, sir. Yeah, you. What's your first name?
Gabriel.
Who is it?
Gabriel.
Gabriel, I'm gonna come down and meet you halfway, Gabe. Turn around and show the crowd first a real full 360 of this guy, huh? Can you guys see Gabe? You got a cool ass belt. What does that belt say, Gabe?
It says my name, JR, on it.
You said your name was Gabriel. Why are you lying to me?
I go by Junior. I'm a junior.
Because you go, yeah, and yeah, you look like the guy that hired Mario and Luigi to go down the warp zone.
I got you. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Well, you would know if you did or not. You would know if you were in a video game, you fucking psycho. All right, so you got this stash, you got your name on your belt, and what do you do for work, JR?
I work for the gas company.
Give it up, guys. We could all use a little more gas in our lives. Say it again. Military. And who's this to your left, JR?
That's my wife.
Let's go. What's your name, sweetheart?
Anna.
Anna. And where'd you guys meet?
Middle school?
Middle school. And what'd you say to her, Junior? What got her real hot and toasted in middle school? That's like the dry humping state of, right, a lot of heavy petting.
Together though, okay, I'm gonna stay quiet.
Oh shit, are you guys supposed to be here together right now? What's going on? Do you remember what he did to get you all intrigued, Anna, back in the day?
Come over and, his ass.
Say that one more time so my mom can hear it in Seattle. You bent him over and did what?
I make this asshole.
We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. You guys ready to get this show started? We're gonna keep it right here, in fact. You guys ready to get this show started? Austin, Texas, I'm gonna need to hear a little bit more noise from the second and the third deck. We got a banger tonight. You guys ready to get this show going or what? Hit those house lights for me. We're gonna get this show going right now. Your first guest on the Dr. Phil Live Show comes all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You've seen him on podcasts like Are You Garbage, Joe Rogan, Kill Tony, maybe his specials, Dog Belly and They Them, and of course he's the co-host of the very popular Bonfire with Robert Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only making his Dr. Phil Live debut, Big Jay Oakerson! Big J, ladies and gentlemen.
These chairs are a fat person's nightmare.
Well, you look good.
It's like one cough away from me being on a pile of chair and just looking at it, everybody humiliated.
You know, I think we'd all get a kick out of that.
Yes, but at my expense. They're laughing at me and not with me.
Well, you look good, Jay.
Thank you.
Are you on that jelly roll diet? What are you doing? You look trim.
What's Jelly Roll do, maybe?
I don't know. I think he just eats like PB&Js and throws up. I don't know. What is he? He looks good, but you look good. You look svelte.
Thank you. It's Manjaro.
Yeah.
Medical science.
What is Manjaro?
It's a different Ozempic that they say won't make you die, but I can't give myself a needle, so I make my girlfriend do it too, and we give it to each other like wedding cake.
That's hot.
It is hot.
Send me a link to that.
You gotta keep things spicy.
You do. You guys have been together for how long? Couple years?
14 years.
14. Give it up, guys. That's real love right in front of you. Yeah, I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to stay healthy. You know, I did Coke for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Really? And we'll get your heart rate up.
Oh, heart rate up, dick down, you know? Couldn't get anything going. And that was the whole point. I didn't want to, because I'll take the Viagra every couple days.
Sure.
But not for sexual purposes, just to, you know, it's like my creatine before I work out.
I will agree with you that I've taken a Viagra or two in my day. Even if you're not gonna have sex, you're right. For the next couple days, really swings nice for yourself. You know what I mean?
It's also a great way to clear out a busy restaurant when you want a table.
Absolutely it is. I'll wait right here. I'll wait behind this family.
Yeah. I just got that. Yeah, there's not an Olive Garden in the world that will, you know, kick you. I mean, look, having a raging boner is, I mean, we can move on. I feel like there's something, yeah.
Sure.
How do you like Austin, Texas? You been here before?
I like it, but it is one of few cities where I've said 3 times this weekend, look out, human shit.
Yep.
And it's definitely human.
Yeah.
A dog couldn't get his ass up that high.
What, do you taste it? How do you know for sure?
You know what? That's fair. I don't know for sure, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's a texture with human poo and dog, right?
Yeah. I test it all like I'm DEA that just found a stash. I dip my pinky in it. I go, oh.
I always get nervous around dogs at the airport because, you know, I'll have like an edible in my backpack. And, you know, the dogs aren't looking for weed, but they're also fucking narcs, you know?
Yeah.
They'll start barking. Like, I remember a dog one time, I had no drugs on me. I just had a water bottle in my bag. And, you know, TSA would have snuffed that out. But this dog was like, bah, 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 bah. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Cujo, you know?
Over a water bottle?
Over a water, and then the guy pulled it to the side, and TSA already is getting too handsy. He's like, I'm gonna have to use the back of my hand or my mouth. And I was like, wait, what? Why are those the options? Times have changed since COVID.
Yeah. Tough iron over there.
Yeah. Do you have a travel schedule? You travel a lot. You know, do you fly or take a bus like John Madden?
No, yeah, I wish. No, I fly everywhere and take up a lot of space on airplanes. I'm sorry, I got slightly distracted. I heard you talk about this guy's teeth, but I never saw them until right now, and that's batshit crazy. If he doesn't make money with those teeth, I don't know why he would do that to himself.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabu, right? Gabo. Like that's really that fucking different. Do you know what I'm saying? No, but I want to get it right. Gabo. Do you have any questions for Gabo, Big Jay Oakerson?
1,000. First of all, is it G-A-B-B-O, Gabo, or G-A-B-O?
G-A-B-O.
G-A-B-O.
Great
That's
question.
short for something?
Gabriel.
What?
Gabriel.
Gabrielle.
Don't you mean Junior? Yeah. Remember that? I do. Jay, you're one of the nicest, funniest guys I've ever met. Your new special, They, Them. Have you guys seen Big Jay's new special? If you haven't seen it on YouTube, it's one of the funniest fucking things. How do you even, when you do a special, do you, after you're done, is it a sense of relief, or are you like, fuck, I gotta, you know, you're always up and performing, but do you have like, do you feel like you can't do that shit anymore, or do you?
Oh, if I do a material special, I definitely bury all of it, but this was
crowd work.
It's all crowd work, so it was very relieving because I did 2 specials and was like, I don't have to stop doing any of these shitty jokes I've been doing for the last year and a half. And you fucks all get to hear those still. But generally speaking, yeah, once I do a special, I I get rid of it.
How do you, is it all listening with crowd work? Like, do you have, like, how do you find someone, like, if you had a Gabo in the crowd, that's a nice little gem, right?
Oh, Gabo's a fucking gem for sure.
Yeah, because you know he's got HBO or HPV, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe both.
You know he raps in Spanglish for sure. Even if he's not signed, he does it for a girl who chews gum and pretends to love it. Yeah, baby. It's good, it's good.
Yeah, Gabo's the type of guy that plays Super Nintendo, right? But with a headset, but no one's on the other side.
He just likes to zone in.
Just likes to zone in and zone out, right, Gabo? Anybody ever call you Gabo Wabo? Oh, really? I was fucking joking. Who calls you that?
Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Probably like a girlfriend.
One of your girlfriends will call you that? How many girlfriends you got, Gabo?
Right now, I'm chilling.
You're chilling right now?
If you eat a girl out who has a clit ring, does it feel like you're biting tinfoil?
Great question.
They come out.
They come out. You wore them for the show? Nice, dude. Do you have freestyle battles at the end of this I was unaware of?
I mean, do you freestyle rap, Gabo? No, you don't. Why do I not believe you?
He writes rhymes for sure.
Oh yeah, writes rhymes and like they start and end with the N-word. All right.
But when he says it, he just does this.
All right, we'll keep it in. Jay, did you know you were gonna be in the movie Hustlers with J-Lo? How'd they tell you?
Well, funny enough, I played a strip club DJ on an episode of Louie on FX. And so the same people who made that show, or cast that show, casted Hustlers. And I just got a call one day, they go, you want to play a strip club DJ again? And I was like, sure. And they just let me come in and play a strip club DJ.
Do you have to do any character research? Because those guys, historically, are real big, you know, real big gabba wabbos. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean that as a compliment.
Wabbos.
They've got an unexpected charisma.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. It was, no, I didn't do any research for it other than playing the role before, reprising the role of strip club DJ. A lot of people don't know that it was the same guy, but
Just wore a different hoodie.
brought it back. And I was like crossing over from the DC to the Marvel universe, but still. A lot of people say it's against the rules, but it's a nice Easter egg for people.
Did you get to meet J-Lo?
I did meet J-Lo. People who know me know this story, but it eats shit. I did one scene where she had to come over to me and tell me to play her a song, and I say, of course, beautiful, and that's the scene. We got to do a few takes of it, and in between takes, she would put a robe on and just kind of sit there. But she's been so nice. I've seen her all day, so I was like, this is gonna be her like moment where she's probably gonna, I don't know why I prepared so much in my head, but I said, she's gonna say something like, how's your day going? What's up? You hanging in there? Blah, blah, whatever it was. My rehearsed response was gonna be, just living the life of a fake strip club DJ, and she was gonna guffaw, and we were gonna become best friends. But instead of waiting for her to ask me anything, the next time her eyes just dragged across me, I followed her eyes and went, I'm just living the life of a fake strip club DJ. And she went, what? And I went, and then her assistant started laughing at me, and then I begged to go outside to get my own Diet Coke that they kept telling me somebody would get for me, but I was like, please let me go outside. I also walked in late that night. They had to move scenes around because Cardi B was late. Surprise, surprise. And Cardi B.
Why is that surprise, surprise?
She's an African-American woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just making sure you knew.
Yeah. Well, I knew the reason.
Okay.
And I came back onto set and I turned the corner. At this point, I had become friendly with like the crew people I was dealing with.
Cool.
So I saw them. I thought it'd be fun. I go, yo, did Cardi B ever get here with them fake ass titties? And they were like, shh, right in front of you. And I was like, oh, it's so good to meet you. Just nonstop flop sweat.
And did she turn around and go like, hey, that's my dick? I don't know how she sounds, but to be honest, I've never attempted a Cardi B impression, so fuck off.
But it was fantastic.
What does she sound? She's like, hey, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. What does she sound like? What does she sing? My pussy in my...
If you had to choose a voice for the logo of World Star Hip Hop, it would be that. She's like the voice of veneers. It's really like, she says daddy to too many people, probably.
Doesn't she? I remember Cardi B once tweeted when Russia invaded Ukraine, and she tweeted, I wish all these world leaders would stop power tripping. That's closer, I feel like.
That was pretty good.
The first voice was pretty Vietnamese.
Yeah.
But she was like, I wish all these nope, back to Asian. It was all right. But she tweeted all these, I'll just do it as me. She tweeted all these world leaders, I wish they'd stop tripping and just focus on what really matters, the people. And I was like, I can't believe that the woman who wrote, grab that shit, bite your lip, ask for a car while you ride that dick, and I have the same views on global affairs.
Yeah, dude. Some might say proverbially you got that wet ass pussy.
Do you ever... You're gonna make my mustache fall off, Big Jay. Do you ever wish you did something else other than comedy? Like Cardi B, she probably wanted to do that from the get-go. If you couldn't do comedy, what would you do, job-wise?
Shit. I mean, what am I qualified to do is very little. Garbage man, your funniest mailman.
The funniest mailman's pretty cool.
Oh, a guy who works somewhere in the ladder of getting your boxes onto a UPS truck, but probably not at the right time or the right truck.
Yeah, but you'd be that guy that would drop the packages off, and the kid would always be the one to receive it, and you'd always go, tell your mom I said what's up.
Hell yeah. Maybe a hospice clown?
What the fuck is that? Like Patch Adams?
No, like a hilarious Dr. Sleep. Like I send you into the other world, but I'll make jokes about the nurse's fat ass with you or something. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you're doing you're roasting the staff in front of someone who's passing away.
And we send them off, yeah.
I mean, look, that actually does sound like a necessary, I don't know what just happened there. I think I had a stroke. It does, because if I died, I want to hear something funny before I die.
Goddamn right.
What do you think the worst thing is to hear before you die?
Shit.
Like, what if your kid leaned over right before he pulled the plug and was like, we're gonna cut your dick off? Like, that would suck.
I think it would be if someone goes, if this thing doesn't pull the chute, this one will. If you die after that, that sucks.
Yeah. Or something else, You have crazy fans, Jay? Like people that come up to you on the street. Austin, everyone's walking around like they own the joint, right? So people can just come right up to you and go, Big Jay, Big Jay,
Well, Austin does have the best comedy fans probably at this point.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty
Yep.
They'll make you feel like a celebrity on that 6th Street.
Boy, 6th Street, you can't walk by any live music bar that's blasting without somebody being like, Big Jay, come sing Shania with me.
And then they're just yelling $5 somethings at you and then making me feel small in front of my lady while they go, $5 shots? Oh, bro, they ain't got $5? And then I just keep walking by. I'm like, stop.
They are real aggressive.
Yeah.
$5 shots. I once had a guy go $1 shots. And I wish that story was better, but but I walked in, I took the shot. But that's a gateway.
I was gonna say, was that that seems like a lure in for something.
It is. I walked, it was one of, because when business is slow sometimes, they gotta lower prices to get you engaged. I went in, there was a guy in the corner playing Donkey Kong on a Sega Game Gear.
Nice. He brought his own, it wasn't a
No, you have to it's BYOG, bring your own Game Gear. I guess BYOGG, but that could also mean bring your own Gilmore Girls DVD.
Which also would be accepted for drinking alone.
What's your favorite show of all time? If you're alone on a bus and the bus takes a wrong turn, like Dumb and Dumber style, remember when they thought they were going to Aspen and they were going to Pallister? I haven't seen the movie in a while, but they went the wrong way?
You assume they were Dumb and Dumber and did not go the right direction?
Yeah.
What am I watching on a long ride?
Like Naked in a... What was that?
Is that my pacemaker?
Might have been an Amber Alert for this fucking pedophile coming in 25 minutes late.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
And this 12-year-old he's with, you creepy. Actually, it looks like she's a pedophile and this is a child.
Who's the sugar daddy and who's the sugar mommy? Sir, how old are you? 20. 20? Come up on stage real quick for me. Come on up. What's your first name?
Wes.
Come in the middle. This is Big Jay Oakerson.
What's up, Wes?
Wes, take your hat off and stand in the middle of the. Does this guy look 20 to you?
It's a rough 20.
You look like you work for your dad's body shop. Or no, you look like one of the Murdoch kids. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Hiding in plain sight.
That's not you? But you knew what I was talking about.
Definitely.
Why'd you put the hat back on when you said it?
Yeah, that was a weird fucking move.
That's a different guy from a different family.
What do you do here in Austin, Texas, Wes? Wes, right?
Yes, sir. I don't live here.
Where do you live, Wes?
From the Corpus area.
Corpus Christi?
Yes, sir.
You hear how weird it got in here when you said that? What's going on in Corpus Christi right now, Wes?
Nothing. Not.
If I were to go to Corpus Christi, Christi or Christie?
Christy.
Who?
Christy.
So if I'm going there, what am I doing tonight? If I got one night in Corpus Christi, what am I doing?
Selena.
I'm doing Selena? Who is that? Your mom's friend? Who's that?
She's a singer.
Wait, bringing it back to J-Lo.
Yeah, Selena is a singer, but that's weird. That's what you do when you're in Corpus Christi? Is that why it's called Corpus Crispy? Corpus Christi?
We'll keep it in. Is that why? No. Wes, what do you do for work?
I rent golf carts.
I think we all could have put that together. Thanks for coming out. You can fuck off that way. Keep it going for Wes, everybody. Back of his head looks like a raccoon's pube.
Wes definitely has a lot of pictures of himself holding a big fish.
Send me the link. Jay, you got fans all over the world, Jay. You got 2,500 of them right here. One more time for Big Jay Oakerson, ladies and gentlemen. Before I let you go, Jay, I want to read some fan questions.
Sure.
Okay. Some people have submitted questions that are fans of Big Jay, and they want to get to know you a little bit more on the inside. First question: would you rather poop on your partner's dick every single time you have anal, or every time you jizz/squirt, it's bright green? Eli Franklin, 7 years old, Cedar Park, Texas. So these are real questions from real fans.
I want to think this out properly, because that's a young kid. I could send him on a dark path if I answer this wrong. The two choices again, doctor?
So the question was, would you rather poop on your partner's dick every single time you have anal, or every time you jizz/squirt, it's bright green? Eli Franklin, 7 years old, Cedar Park, Texas.
Bright green.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Next question. Would you rather live under the sea or in space? Lindsay Harris, 10 years old, Austin, Texas.
That's a tough one, because as a fat man, being 0G sounds great neither way.
Would you go to space? What if they ran it back? What if they did the male version of the gals that just went up? So it'd be you, Cisco.
Okay.
The ShamWow guy.
I don't mind that one bit.
Probably throw Gayle King in there again, because she's just a fucking twat. We get it, you're friends with Oprah.
Get over yourself, bitch.
Who else would go up there? Maybe Tom Bergeron, the old host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
I like that. Puck from MTV's Real World.
Puck from MTV's Real World. Maybe Kenan Thompson, but not now. Kenan Thompson when he did the knuckle puck on Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
And then maybe Thomas Ian Nicholas from Rookie of the Year.
I don't mind any of these choices.
Would you go to space with that gaggle of who's its and what's its galore?
No, I'm afraid of flying in planes still. And also when we're landing in a plane, my ears hurt like a baby. I can only assume coming back from space, I'm gonna cry blood in front of people. So no, I have no interest.
Okay, that is correct.
But I'd rather live underwater.
Me too.
Because I could do little flips. It's a fat man's roller coaster, if you don't know. No one can ever kick you out of a pool, and you can go underwater and do flips and feel the same way you do on a roller coaster. It's a little fat tip from Fat by Monthly magazine.
Would you rather receive oral sex from someone with a mouthful of hot sauce or by someone who uses their teeth a lot? Henry Parker, 8 years old, Leander, Texas.
Henry?
Fan submitted.
That's a good would you rather, Henry. I guess, listen, I'm gonna have to say teeth a lot because while there's gonna be a recovery time there, I worry that how many Scoville is the hot sauce?
Hot ones, probably whichever one made Bradley Cooper get all misty-eyed. That was like 6 or 7 on the Richter scale.
It made Bradley Cooper the manliest of men cry?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go with a toothy and just kind of grit and get through it because I'm worried about that hot sauce getting in my dick hole and causing a much larger problem. You know what I mean? If my dick goes numb, I'm crying anyway. So just chew on my wiener for a little bit. I'll try to come quick.
Last one. Would you rather have sex with someone who stays completely still like a starfish or stays completely silent like they're studying for finals? Sidebar, and would you rather your balls have tits or your woman's tits have balls? Benjamin Taylor, 6 years old, Tyler, Texas.
Okay.
It's a two-parter.
Kids, I mean, your fan base, these children are...
These are your fans, Jay. Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, was that Tyler?
Yeah.
Give it to me one more time.
So would you rather have sex with someone who stays completely still like a starfish or stays completely silent like they're studying for finals? And then two-part, would you rather your balls have tits or your woman's tits have balls? Benjamin Taylor, 6 years old, Tyler, Texas.
Woman's tits had balls. I'll get that one out of the way first. That was an easy one. The other one...
Gabu like that. He's laughing real hard with his eyes closed.
Gabo!
He just went like this. Don't do that anymore, please. You're scaring Wes.
Completely...
Murder.
Completely stoic would freak me out. Just like a dead stare. Like a Drago stare down. I would not like. So I'd say, I guess, silent. Silent would be my answer. She stays silent.
Have you seen Oppenheimer?
I did not. I didn't see Barbie either. I didn't do Barbie or Heimer.
What'd you do? Ghost?
Watch Ghost again, man.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Ghost Again should be the sequel. But it's just Whoopi on The View being like, you guys got, you. Boy, I'm really just failing on the impressions
it's fantastic.
tonight.
That's
that
a good
sounded
one.
like my Cardi B.
That was good.
Whoopi, can you do a Whoopi Goldberg?
I think we all could do a little bit, just a
No, that's Josh Adam Myers hosting the goddamn comedy
Right.
show. Oh, Whoopi is Josh Adam Myers.
Yeah, listen, I have 4 impressions. They cover a lot of people. My Ray Romano is my Kermit the Frog, is my somebody else. It's all the same thing, just little tweaks here and there.
I can do an impression of Ray Romano. Here, let's do Ray Romano and Ray Romano trying to decide what to get at Subway. Ready?
Okay.
Do you have the turkey ranch?
Avocados aren't even in season.
The tomatoes are too expensive.
Kermie, Piggy.
Big Jay Oakerson, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. That's a goddamn living legend. Big Jay Oakerson, let him hear it real quick. Big Jay Oakerson, the one and only. Go watch his special, They Them, on YouTube, streaming right now. You guys having a good time so far? Before we go any further, you can tell we've got some special goodies set up in the corner. That's because a friend of mine is going to come out and live paint this show. You know him as one of the best live muralists and painters in the business. Every Monday, he's rocking it on Kill Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rogers to paint tonight's Dr. Phil Live. My man. Give me some love, baby. Give me some love. Keep it going for Chris Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. That's his real body. That's his real hair. You guys having a good time? You want to keep this show moving or what? We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You guys ready for your next guest on the Dr. Phil Live Show or what? Your next guest comes all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, okay? You might know him from shows that he created and starred in, like HBO's Crashing, okay? Maybe from Conan, Comedy Central. His Netflix specials are some of the best in the game, and he hosts a weekly podcast called You Made It Weird. I love him to death, one of the funniest guys in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Pete Holmes! One more time for Pete Holmes, ladies and gentlemen. That's a tall guy.
Thank you.
Tall guy, Pete.
Tall guy. You look like AI fixed Dr. Phil.
Well, that's your opinion.
Happy to be here, DP.
Good to see you. Only my close friends call me DP.
You're my second favorite kind of DP.
Can I guess your first? Double penetration.
That's right.
Or Dr. Pepper?
Well, here they just call it Coke. Did you know that? Is that true? If you order a Coke in Texas, they'll bring you Dr. Pepper? Shut up. Here, real quick. Shush.
Yeah.
I want to keep believing that.
Yeah, I used to call it pop growing up.
Pop. Well, I'm from Boston. We call it soda.
Soda, yeah. So you'd say, give me a soda, and they just know what to get you?
No. You got to specify.
Yeah.
You say Coke if you want Coke. Where are these twofers we were riffing on?
The toothers?
The twofers.
Oh, right up here. That's Gabo Wabo. Probably going to adopt him before the show's over. Gabo, what would it take? You ever think about what sort of family you'd like to be adopted into? A who?
Wealthy.
A wealthy one?
Wealthy.
You got enough money to adopt to get them?
It's a hard no, DP. It's a hard no.
Well, it's a long process, the adoption process. You have a daughter.
I do have a daughter, yes.
What's it like to be a dad in 2025? Because I remember what it was like, 20, 30 years ago. Before Magic Johnson had AIDS, but after we landed on the moon, Do you believe in that stuff?
That MJ had AIDS?
Yeah.
I believe in the moon landing.
Well, then you believe that Magic had AIDS.
Those are contingent upon
Look,
one
I go
another?
to a conspiracy website every morning, and they said that Magic just didn't want to play anymore, and he knew that AIDS, Philadelphia hadn't come out yet. The movie with Tom Hanks. So no one really knew what. We can move on. I feel like there's something. When'd you lose your virginity, Pete? What age?
That's a great question. I think I was 20, and I lasted 6 pumps, and I'm counting in as 1 and out as 2. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least it was on and out, you know what I mean?
Let's cut to a clip.
We brought a clip.
Oh, shit, we don't have it. I thought we had it. I thought we had more clips.
Yeah, I didn't last long, and I used to sing after sex. I felt so good. I'd be like, because I grew up Christian. So I had to it was so naughty, I had to do something kind of earnest and sweet afterwards.
I'll sing after sex, but but it's usually something that wouldn't be like a karaoke go-to. But something that there is so much I can tell you, so much you can say. You remain the light of me. Did you know?
You know all the words.
But
do you know the weather so?
Gabo Wabo for the win. Gabo Wabo singing Kiss from a Rose was not on my bingo card in 2025.
My eyes become a light, and the light that you shine can be seen.
And then right before I come, I go, Barrett! And, she's usually out of the room by then. Yeah, I'm an up against the wall guy these days.
For what, sex?
No, ordering pizza. Yeah. The fuck did you... Stay with me, Peter.
I don't understand. You go up against the wall?
No, I'm fucking... What? Well, look.
You said I'm an up against the wall guy.
For DP.
Who are you peeing?
My wife.
Were you at those P. Diddy parties? You're a celeb.
Oof, can I be honest? Yes. And I was hoping no one was gonna ask me about my past, but, you know, carpe diem. But...
Cardi Biem. Cardi Biem?
Cardi Biem.
Cardi Biem.
Cardi Biem.
You know, you got a Cardi Biem. You knew Cardi B lyrics. I was impressed.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of impressions. I can do Jason Statham finding out he overdrew his account at Chase.
Okay.
Here we go, ready? It's not bad, it's not great. I didn't say it was great.
No, it's excellent.
It's not too far from your Batman impression.
No, very similar.
How about this? Jason Statham and Batman trying to decide what to do on a Saturday night in Austin, Texas.
All right. I think there's a piano bar. We can sing Seal. I would love that. Why do you always look like you're smelling something awful? Because I have irritable bowel syndrome.
I got a little Michael Caine on that last part.
It did. Never. You still haven't given up on me, and then he goes, never.
Oh, Michael Caine?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
You're supposed to say Mike Cocaine, and that's how you do it.
Mike Cocaine.
How old is that guy?
He's been dead my whole life.
Yeah. Let's cut to a clip.
Let's cut to the clip.
God damn it. All right.
Now, Michael Caine, who else has been old our whole life?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith.
Who
Maggie
else?
Gyllenhaal.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones has been 84 since I was born.
That's what I'm saying.
But still somehow, who else? James Avery, who played Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince.
You didn't have to tell me who James Avery was.
You think that's a known guy?
No, you did.
Who else has always been old? Wes, who has always been old in your life? Morgan Freeman.
I do a Morgan Freeman. Sitting up here with Dr. Phil, I realized my freckles were very endearing.
There are 850 types of penguins.
And these two are 69ing on an iceberg. And guess what? The bat signal just went up in my trousers.
Here's my impression of Batman trying to find the clitoris.
Oh.
Where is she? You can have that. Tell it to your daughter. Do you tell her jokes? How do you make your kid laugh? Like, that's always, as a dad, I did peekaboo a lot, or I do like old George Carlin bits, you know?
Yeah, it's easy to make kids laugh. You just call them chicken bucket head.
For real?
That's real. If you go up to a kid and you say, what's your name?
Pay attention, Gabo. Yep, go ahead.
I don't know if we want to help Gabo get close to children.
You're right, I take it back. Stay the fuck away from my family.
You know just when to go aggressive. It makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you say, what's your name? And no matter what they say, you pretend you didn't hear them and you go, chicken bucket head? They love it. We need more.
We do.
Kids don't need more. You can do it to one kid. There can be a second kid watching you do it to the first kid. You can then do it again to the second kid. He'll laugh again. That's how hard they love chicken bucket head.
And kids they love nicknames, right?
They love them.
And they love combo package words, right?
I like chicken bucket head.
And it does, yeah, chicken bucket head. Does it have to flow like that? Like chicken bucket head, chicken bucket head, chicken bucket head, chicken bucket head.
Hey, Cardi B.
It does sound like Cardi B.
Sounds like a Cardi B.
Are you into rap?
Rap music?
No, wrapping presents for the elderly. Yeah. What the fuck? Stay with me, Peter.
I do look more like I like wrapping presents for the elderly.
You do.
I've been told I have resting Latter-day Saint face.
That's tonight's Doritos joke of the night. I want to drop a bunch of Doritos every time I say that, but...
I love Doritos.
Okay, fucking, let's call the press. Now, who's your... It is a great chip. I'm sorry for the attack.
No, it's good. Always keep me guessing.
You were in the new Home Alone, Pete.
Home Sweet Home Alone?
You guys see the new Home Alone with Peter Holmes?
Don't pretend that you saw it.
I don't think anybody did. Did you feel the silence?
No, that's what I'm saying. Please feel free to be real. You didn't see it.
Yeah.
The only person that watched, somebody hate watched it, Macaulay Culkin. I saw Matt Damon at a party, and I had had a few slippery cocktails, and I went up to him and I tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned out of the circle that, I know, I'm the villain in this story.
Yeah. Did he Jason Bourne you?
He didn't. He turned out, and I just talked to him, and he stonewalled me, which is his right. He didn't want to talk, and I was like, hey, I love you, and he's like, all right. And I was like, this is the one I remember. I go, you been back to Boston lately?
Yep.
And he goes, no. And I was like, all right. And I felt like I had been spun out in a hammock. There's a second part to the story, though. 10, 15 minutes later, I see Ben Affleck. Same party.
Love that guy.
And now I'm afraid of approaching celebrities. But I'm like, I'm going to go up to Ben Affleck. I barely got near him. I went, Mr. Affleck, I just want to say, this is right when he was about to be Batman. I go, I just think you're going to be a great Batman. That's all I want to say. And Ben Affleck's like, what are you kidding? I love it. And he brought me in and he bought me drinks and fucking Affleck the fuck out of me. I loved it. He rescued me. I got denied by Damon, but affirmed by Affleck.
I would watch 6 seasons of Denied by Damon, where people, it's just him at parties going, not now.
Not now. I was the villain in that story, though.
Ben Affleck, again, another tie to J-Lo.
That's right.
Tonight's theme was supposed to be Operation, but turns out it's J-Lo.
Yeah.
Do you have a fun J-Lo story? It's okay if you don't.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Morgan Freeman.
People out here, they act like the outside world doesn't exist. That's my Matthew McConaughey in, what was that? True Detective?
Yeah, we're good, Pete. Pete, you've done so much in your life. One more time for Pete Holmes, by the way. This guy has done it all.
You stop it.
Seen it all. Your specials are some of the best. Your last special just came out, right? On
Yeah,
Netflix?
I am not for everyone or everybody. It's on Netflix.
It's so fucking funny,
Thanks,
Pete.
man.
You're a brilliant writer. You're as kind as you are funny, and you've done it all. And I wanted, before I let you go, I wanted to see if you could help me out with something. While you were taking a shit backstage, I grabbed your phone and went through your phone and your photo album, and I wanted to see if I could maybe throw a couple of the pics up, some highlights from Pete Holmes' life.
Yeah, throw them
and maybe
up.
you could help, show me some of these things you've done and talk us through some of your favorite moments from Pete Holmes' life.
What a fun idea.
Do you guys want to play a little Hey Pete? Do you remember that? Steven, let's play Hey Pete Holmes. Do you remember that? Great, that was $30 Will spent. Show me the first picture from Pete Holmes' phone, Steven. Okay, so this is...
Well, this is me and Joe DeRosa having lunch.
Joe DeRosa does look like Jared Fogle.
Yeah.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
I just wanted to hang out with my good friend Joey Roses in his old stomping grounds.
Prison.
Yeah.
Bringing him a Subway. Jared, do you think Jared gets pissed if his friends bring a Subway sandwich to eat? And he's like, that's all they had.
He's like, how dare you? How dare you?
Whoa, I'd never tried a Fogle before. That's what the kids said, too. Next picture, Steven. Oh, fuck you. It's 30 years ago. This is you. This looks like, break it down, Pete. These are your photos.
Okay, this looks like I'm paying someone to bury Alex Trebek?
Bury or dig up.
Oh, dig up Alex Trebek.
What did I write here? Pete paying a guy to dig up Alex Trebek's body from his grave.
Which, of course, I would do during the day. If you're gonna desecrate a corpse, hot tip, do it in broad daylight.
Great use of the word desecrate.
Yeah, thank you.
Next photo, Steven.
Okay, this is me
Remember
and
this?
Tommy Davidson
Don't act like you don't know who Tommy Davidson is. In Living Color's finest.
and Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray looking good, by the way.
and it looks like we're playing, it's like crickets or shooting.
Look at the cards.
Yeah, we're playing Jumanji.
You don't have to hit the Jew part so much when you say it, Pete. You can just say Jumanji. You don't have to go Jumanji. What are you, fucking, what are you?
We're playing Jumanji.
Okay.
Because this is the book of Exodus and those are locusts.
Correct. That is correct. Next slide, Stephen.
Jamaica, we got a bobsled team.
So it looks.
Yeah. Well, I love the movie Cool Runnings.
Perfect.
Everyone knows that about me.
You do. I read your blogs.
My go-to karaoke song is Jamaica, we got a bobsled team.
You nailed
this
it,
is just
Pete.
me singing that song while doing a bit of mine where I'm doing an arm erection.
Everyone's loving it too.
People love that.
Just in case you're wondering, does the theme from Cool Runnings crush at karaoke?
It does.
It does.
It does every single time.
Next picture, Stephen.
Okay, well, this is a Make-A-Wish kid having his dream ruined. He's having the time of his life, and I'm in the background prancing, trying to draw attention from what appears to be Ben Affleck's Batman. It's a grand opening of a Baskin Robbins. I mean, that Batman needs to loosen up.
Yeah, he's real pissed. He's like, I thought you were going to be sicker than this.
Pete Holmes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the one and only Pete Holmes. There he goes. The one and only. Keep it going for him.
Very much. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye, Austin.
There he goes. One more time for Pete Holmes. Come on, keep it going for him one more time. You guys having a good time so far? Austin, Texas, you guys having a good time at the first ever Dr. Phil Live or what? Oh shit, what the fuck? Lieutenant Dangle, ladies and gentlemen, from Reno 911. I don't know if you've ever...
I just put it to the side so we don't goof around too much.
Holy shit. I thought Hayden shorts were high. Jesus Christ.
Hayden shorts were actually very gay, but...
Look at that ass, though.
Look at that ass.
Lieutenant, great to see you. Thanks
Doc.
for being here. One more time for Lieutenant Dangle, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that was plenty.
Go ahead.
Doc, it's been so. Thank you for even responding to my many.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I have emailed you so many times.
You have.
I'm like, Doc, does this look weird? Doc, tell me about this. Hey, is this an okay thing to happen to somebody's elbow? Hey, Doc, I'm having nightmares, and You've responded a couple of times.
I responded a couple times with some WebMD links.
It's always a link to a WebMD.
Yeah. Well, WebMD is, look, people overlook it, but, sometimes, like, I'll have a little night tremor or a wet dream, and I'll go on WebMD and it'll be like, you might have syphilis,
Syphilis is very curable for the people in the upper balcony.
How'd you know we put them all up there?
It's entirely curable. You have to have $80, basically. It's like...
Syphilis builds character, too.
It does. I mean, look at all these pirates we can endlessly talk about.
Yeah.
What was the one unifying theme? They had leaky wieners.
Leaky wieners.
Leaky wieners.
Which was a band I tried to start in middle school.
It was also the 8th email I sent you, and I said, Doc, does this seem leaky? Could I get a Modelo?
Can we get a Modelo for Lieutenant Dangle, please?
But you've been great about responding to the emails. Thank you very much. My copay's bad these days, so that's why I always email you.
What do you mean your copay?
Well, I'm not always insured, and I'm living in the car.
You live in your car right now?
It's not my car, but yeah.
Cheers, baby. I might as well fucking take a swig with you. Cheers to the good life.
To the good life.
Oh, you want to take a little baby shot with me?
Yeah.
How's that?
There we go. That's good. That's good.
I gotta be honest, I haven't eaten much today and feel like I'm gonna fucking puke, but...
This is what happens when you... I'll tell you what now, Dr. Phil, you're about to get a case of bridesmaid-itis. This is something that happens a lot. You'll see it on a Friday night in a beautiful town like Austin, Texas. You get ladies who have been, they vowed they were gonna fit in that dress. And then they did. And then they go out and they have some of this, and you get the spins.
Oh, I get the spins even when I don't drink.
Yeah.
Just when I have too many toaster strudels with the icing. You know, with the icing, you can put it on yourself.
She's a slippery mistress, the freebase icing, which I know is one of the greats. Dr. Phil, to my knowledge, I think you're the only doctor I know that recommends freebasing the icing off of the...
Well, I know a lot of docs won't do it, and I like to go against
a lot of docs won't. You always are against the grain on that.
Yeah. I like you go right, I go left, you go up, I go down, A, B, select, start, you know?
Yeah. When people said don't drink the frosting directly from the pouch, you said, I'm doing my own research.
I said, live your life. Yeah. Well, look, I'm a type of guy that, and I talk about this in my book, We've Got Issues. I'll say, look, these boots were made for walking, and they were also made for going down on women consensually. Chapter 26. How often do you fornicate in those boots, Lieutenant?
It's getting tougher and tougher in this era. It doesn't come up as much as you would think.
Cunnilingus?
No. No, it comes up, but it's almost never intentional.
How do you accidentally eat a pussy?
Well, you fell asleep on the bus or something. Sometimes you're just. Sometimes I was like, I was just lying here and my head was here, and then this lady's like, God damn it, you owe me some money.
Are you in a relationship currently?
No. I'm pretty freewheeling right now. Yeah.
Are you you're hungry like the wolf, huh?
Yeah. I'm more hungry for like actual food.
Yeah. Oh, you're preaching to the choir. Some nights my wife Robin will go, honey, let's fuck, and I'll go, I would really love some Captain Crunch.
Yeah. 100%.
To be honest.
100%. The thing about Captain Crunch and...
Oh, wait, you have a Captain Crunch theory?
Yeah. The thing... it's like the famous saying goes, hey, eating pussy or Captain Crunch?
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah, there's more to it. Hold up.
Wait, that you didn't hear the famous part.
Yep. I'd love to know who said this, by the way. Tony Robbins? Good friend, by the way. Good friend.
I love what he's doing with his face.
Wait. Yeah, he put Botox in the wrong hole, it looks like. You ever get plastic surge?
Yeah, but never nowhere you could see it.
Let's cut to a clip. God fucking damn it.
I was always thinking about, they make they make a thing that makes your doink, kind of heavier.
The penis pump. Oh, wait.
That you're talking about exoskeleton.
Oh, you're talking about they can add stuff surgically.
Yeah, like how they have a socket set has different settings.
No.
If you open a box, go to any True Value or anywhere and
True
look at
Value.
all the sockets, and then some of them, they get heavier and heavier. You never heard about those?
No, but enlighten me.
Ah, shit. Some guy was emailing me saying you could make it look heavier.
I don't think any woman's ever been turned on by a heavier penis. I don't think any woman's ever been getting... Here's my impression of no woman ever. Ready?
Oh, yeah, fuck me. I wish your penis was heavier.
Draw that, Chris. My man. One more time for Chris Rogers over here. He's putting together a fucking masterpiece. Hey, babe.
Chris doing good stuff.
Well, hey, look, it's tough to be a person in 2025. I mean, look at Katy Perry, Did you see those bitches go to space?
These bitches did such a great job in space, and I just want to say to these space bitches,
Space bitches was Space Bitches was the opposing band when I was in Leaky Penis. Or Wiener.
Can I ask everybody, do you put some kind of pad in that spacesuit, right?
What?
Well, I mean, you can't, look, I got a pad in here right now. What if I get nervous squirts?
Nervous squirts.
You get nervous squirts, and they're wearing just straight up.
Oh, you're saying if like
wetsuits.
the space shuttle gets ready to launch.
What do you think they're wearing under that?
Who do you think the first one to queef was? Did I just get a spit take from Lieutenant Dangle?
Legally, no. But it was close. And I will say to all you fuckheads, to quote Gail, y'all ain't been to space.
Is that what she said?
I believe verbatim.
Y'all ain't been to space. Well, that's the
something
thing.
Like something very close.
They went up for 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bezos. I mean, this guy. I mean, he does not want to be married. He's like, hey, can you imagine him coming here? You be Mrs. Bezos, and I'll be Jeff.
Yeah. What am I doing? Coming out of the ship?
Yeah. No. This is me telling you. No.
I was going to do a whole interaction.
Well, we'll do that in a sec. This is Jeff proposing space.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetheart. How was your day?
Fuck. All right. What does Jeff Bezos sound like?
This is weird. I don't think we know what Jeff Bezos sounds like.
Actually, how about this? Gabo, come on up here for a second.
Gabo, get the fuck up here.
Get up here, Gabo. So, Gabo, so you're Jeff Bezos, and this is your wife, and you're trying to get her to go to space. Ready? And scene.
Come on, honey.
Sí, claro.
I've got money, honey.
No, we all know that. You're Jeff fucking Bezos. Can I pick the outfit?
See.
Great, thanks a lot,
That was
Gabo.
amazing.
You can fuck off back to your seat. One more time for Gabo Wabo. What did he taste like? Fig Newtons?
No, just, yeah, pure. You ever saw remember the old James Bond movies with Jaws?
Was that on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Jaws is I believe in Jaws more than I do that we landed on the moon.
100%.
But I'm also afraid of the sea.
Here's a crazy detail.
Okay, let's move on.
All you earthlings, Gabo and the rest of you earthlings, put this in your pipe and smoke it. Jaws is, bless you. Jaws is fictional.
What?
Shut the fuck up and let me finish, balcony.
Easy, Joe Rogan.
Hey.
The last time I saw a guy with a gun was at Rogan's house.
Jaws is fictional. And The Exorcist is based on a true story.
That's a hard take.
It's a hot take, and fuck you back. But it is true. The Exorcist is based on a true story, Doc.
I got one better for you.
Do it.
Titanic, fake. Bambi, real. Bambi's real. Stay with me, LT. Titanic, fake. The ending.
Because, hey, Doc, I just want to go down the rabbit hole with you for 1 second on
Let's do it.
fake Titanic. Was it only made up so Celine Dion could be famous?
I mean, we'll keep her right here.
Because it fucking tracks.
Yeah, I saw Celine Dion live once, and I'm not proud of it, but she killed it. I was on 60 milligrams of THC.
That's correct.
I had about four Locos in the car. Mm-hmm. And then
By the way, 4 Locos is 16 Locos. The Exorcist is a true story.
So is Harry and the Hendersons.
But Harry and the Hendersons could happen. We just don't have the technology.
We don't
yet.
have the technology to track Bigfoot and find John Lithgow at the same time.
Soon.
Harry!
Soon we will.
We will.
Soon we will have that kind of technology.
You've always been a glass half full guy, Lieutenant Dangle.
Correct.
Are you from Reno, respectively, or where?
No, I kind of grew up in Arkansas, and then I was sold to a circus as a boy. And,
What?
you know, the classic. I was raised by my Uncle Frederick, and I was kept in, you know, sort of. Did you ever hear about a Skinner box?
Yep. It's like a cage for hippos.
Yeah. I was kept in kind of one of those, and then.
It's like an escape room, but you sleep there.
Yeah, you mostly. Imagine an escape room, but you really don't get out.
I'm not a fan of those escape rooms. I went for my wife's friends. Well, she's not really a friend, but she donated to one of our charities.
Mm-hmm. What does she look like specifically?
Well, I'll just tell you who it was. It was Ellen DeGeneres. And Ellen's a big escape room bitch.
Oh, the best.
She's like...
In some ways, every day for Ellen these days feels like an escape room.
It does.
Know?
She moved to Switzerland, didn't she?
I thought England.
Let's
go to a clip.
Let's go to a clip of Ellen moving to... God fucking damn it.
God fucking damn it.
I thought that'd at least be on YouTube. Ellen's probably people always ask me, hey, Phil, who's your favorite daytime talk show host besides...
Oh, I don't want to be in this Thunderdome.
Yeah, this is a who's who of who gives a shit.
Other than you, I mean,
well,
you've done great work, and let's not ever put that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I don't want to say I'm a goat,
work.
but Oprah paved the way. I remember the first time I met Oprah, I was starstruck. You ever get starstruck?
No.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Static, neutral.
What's your favorite curse word?
Criminy.
Use it in a sentence.
Criminy. Somebody painted these walls all static.
All right.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity with Ellen not being the sixth.
Backstreet Boy?
Yeah. Correct. That was exactly the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
The sixth Backstreet Boy.
Were there even 5?
There probably are. There's the 2 really good-looking ones, and then the weird one, and then the other one.
That's pretty much how they were pitched. All right, I got 5 dancing boys.
Mm-hmm.
2 are hot. One's looks like Gabo.
That's
Good.
That's how you...
Gabo, you could be in a boy band.
Gabo, you could be the 5th member of a boy band.
That they added late.
Yeah, you could be the fill-in.
You guys can't see, but Gabo just went like this.
When you get a boy band, you got to amortize the costs. Not everybody can be like, marquee beautiful.
Is that it?
Yep.
You should run for office.
I have a couple of times, and people keep saying I got some bad ideas.
Well, that's because they're afraid of change.
They're afraid of change.
I mean, I once walked into a...
Also, I don't believe in daylight savings time, as you know.
Holy shit. How about this? I don't believe in daylight or savings. So don't ever take me to a Ross and expect me to pay less.
I would say in this era of America, it's a perfect time not to believe in savings, so good on you.
Yeah, no shit. Dude, I tried to buy a fucking bucket of cream cheese last night. $7,500.
Can I ask is it original or whipped?
Well, that's a personal question, Lieutenant. Whipped. I'll put cream cheese on just about anything.
Let's find out.
God fucking damn it.
That would have been a perfect time for a pre-tape.
I want to ask you a question, Lieutenant. You've done so much. You've helped out so many.
Yeah. Doc, yeah.
And you somehow managed to stay fit. Mm-hmm. You're a beacon of fashion. Mm-hmm. I think you're a trendsetter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the jacket, the shades, the belt, I've gone for Halloween as you. So last Halloween I went as Michelle Obama, but before that, I went as Lieutenant Dangle. Mm-hmm. Popular costume. But that's just you being you, right?
I'm just doing my thing. I got to be out here, and it's good to be moving fast. Yeah,
you're fast. You're fast and furious.
I dress like this for speed. It's also always about family. Yeah. I mean, when you say that, I gotta say it was about family. Yeah.
Is that what you say? Is that what you say? Like if you arrest like a young perpetrator, right?
The best.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say you're outside of a Chuck E. Cheese and there's some kid jerking off on the side of the Ninja Turtle machine.
Bam, down, tase, down.
Oh.
Don't fucking tase me, bro. Yeah, I'll fucking tase you. I'm a child. Ah, fuck you. Then don't be, no, you know what you're doing.
So, how many kids have you tased, by the way?
It's actually even hard to hit even with the taser sometimes.
Yeah, they're so wiry.
You'll miss them, and also sometimes they're fast and slippery, especially if you get outside of Chuck E. Cheese. You know, the kids outside of Chuck E. Cheese, they want to live. You know, they're trying to survive.
I would say most kids at Chuck E. Cheese want to see the next day.
Yeah, but every once in a while there's a kid at Chuck E. Cheese who just wants to watch the world burn. You know?
I was that kid, to be honest.
You gotta be careful when you meet sometimes you'll meet a Chuck E. Cheese joker. You know what I mean?
Elaborate.
Just like a different class of criminal. Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. They're not there for the pizza.
No. They're there to watch to get into the claw pit, and then climb out of the claw pit and say they've become an idea. You got to be very careful.
I was once at a Chuck E. Cheese and I saw a kid talking shit to the animatronic animal band. He was like, "You guys aren't real musicians." And I was like, "No shit, the gorilla's going like this." You know who that kid was? Gabo. I knew I recognized you, hater.
Hey, that Chuck E. Cheese gorilla has a job.
One more time for Lieutenant Dangle, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it real quick. Lieutenant, before I let you go, I need to get some help from you.
Doc.
You've done nothing but help the world with your crime fighting, your mystery solving skills, and your love for the game.
This feels pretty accurate as long as you use some air quotes. Yes.
I thought you were reaching for another gun, but it was just a finger point. You ever do that though? That used to be my move all the time.
Finger guns?
Yep. Women used to like that in the 80s. You'd be like, I'm gonna eat your pussy later.
I'm gonna go find a gun.
While we watch fake Titanic.
I'm gonna hold you hostage.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you know, you got a kind of lady who wants to be in American Psycho, but not the main character. Yeah.
Yep. So I got some scenarios.
There was a huge whoop for American Psycho. I hope the FBI knows where you are at least a little bit, or someone's gonna find you.
That's Hayden. He works in a McDonald's warehouse. Where do you work again, Hayden? Paper mache. God, I fucking forget. It's tough to forget.
Hold on. The last thing we make in America is like puppets and stuff out of paper mache? Is that what we're doing?
What the fuck did you just ask me?
I just wonder.
Who's talking about puppets?
I just thought things you make out of paper mache are mostly beautiful, frightening puppets.
I had a friend that used to build sex dolls. Lieutenant Dangle, when you were a young boy, I bet you never thought you'd get to a place where you were helping people. So I want to take advantage of that skill set right now and throw some scenarios at you and see how you would handle.
100%.
You guys want to play a little help me save my life with Lieutenant Dangle?
100%.
I'm going to give you a scenario, Lieutenant Dangle. A MILF in Reno, Nevada with recently botched porn star titties brings a tuna casserole to a gender reveal party and accidentally gets hammered and tells everyone what the sex of the kid is. But the casserole was really good. Cuff or bluff?
Please tell me the gender of the child.
It says both here. I don't know what that means.
Tell me the age of the MILF.
46.
Is the tuna line caught or canned?
It says canned, but the mayo was a week old.
Can I call someone?
Who?
Gabo.
Yeah, Gabo.
Gabo, what's your phone number? Just tell everybody your phone number.
281-330.
Okay. Sit the fuck down, Gabo. This motherfucker has one kiss on the lips from a guy and he just opens up. Cuff or bluff? Dangle? Cover, that's correct.
Cover, even just for the photo, just because it's fun.
Two brothers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin are playing a game of Uno at their local dive bar. They've been drinking since noon. It's now 11 p.m. Gary, one of the brothers, lays down a draw 4. Morris, his brother, gets angry and stabs Gary in the fucking throat. Cuff or bluff?
Dr. Phil, are these gentlemen twins?
Yes.
Dr. Phil, which is the older of the twins, even if it's by 1 minute?
Gary was born at 10:48 on a Tuesday. Morris was born 3 days later in a different hospital.
Dr. Phil, you're saying one of the brothers is part of the afterbirth?
Yes. But the casserole was good.
Did you say, you said he stabbed, did you say he killed?
Stabbed in the throat and TBD on whether he survived.
TBD. Bluff him out. Stern warning. Sometimes you're gonna stab your younger brother who was part of afterbirth.
Gabo, can you concur? Get up here.
Gabo.
Yeah, after birth, after the fact.
I'm getting that tattooed on my lower back. After birth, after the fact.
You know, a lot of what we do is afterbirth. If you think about it.
Lieutenant Dangle, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to make it louder real quick for you. One and only Lieutenant Dangle. I need you to make it fucking loud for Lieutenant Dangle, coming all the way from Reno, motherfucking Nevada.
All right, yeah, that's how we do it in Reno.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never see a man quite like that. One more time for Lieutenant Dangle, coming all the way out from Reno, Nevada. What a fucking special treat. You guys having a good time on the Dr. Phil Live show? We got a little bit more show for you. Your next guest has been blowing up on TikTok and Netflix. You know her from podcasts like this past weekend with Theo Vaughn. Maybe Good For You with Whitney Cummings. Barstool Sports, she was taking over, then started her own podcast, Disgraceful, under Alex Cooper's network. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my new favorite comedians. Give it up, please, for Grace O'Malley! Keep it going for Grace O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen. A bad bitch right there. Good to see you, Grace. How you feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling really good.
We got fucked up last night.
Don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all? After birth, after the fact, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm braked up after those smooches.
Grace, Texas is a wild, big-ass state. A lot of shit happens here. I wanted to kind of test your knowledge of the state because everyone's always making up rumors about this state. I don't know if you've heard any rumors about Texas, have you?
A little here and there.
Here and there, people go, "Oh, Texas is, everything comes, people, they, they don't like Jew, it's there's always." But I wanted to play a little game with you, if you don't mind playing Texas True or False.
Of course, yeah.
All right, we're gonna play Texas True or False with Grace O'Malley. Great, that was $40 well spent. I'm gonna put a picture up, Grace, and you tell me if this is true or false, okay? Right. The state bird in Texas is a homophobic pigeon. True or false?
False, it would be a homophobic eagle. Hell yeah, brother.
That is correct. Joe Rogan can walk into any restaurant at any time and demand queso. Even if they don't sell it, they will force a little Filipino boy to make it.
That's an absolute. That is an absolute. I've
yeah,
seen
that's
it.
true. That is true. You've seen it?
Yeah, Joe, come on.
Yeah, he's real suave about it,
Yeah.
Make my queso.
I don't know how he sounds, but shout out. Love that guy. Whole Foods originated in Austin in 1978. The same year Reese's Pieces came out. True or false?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, actually don't know if that's true or false. I forgot to write it down. The best barbecue is here in Austin, and if you disagree, you should be pelted in the head with a jar of mayo. True or false?
Yeah. That's an absolute. Am I right?
Hey, look, it's Ryan from the beginning of the show. Ryan, come up here for a second.
Ryan's real clean cut.
Ryan, come up here. Turn around. Is that not Ryan? Or Chris? What's your first? Chris. Ryan, I got it right. That's you, remember that?
I do remember that.
All right, you can sit the fuck down. Thanks so much, Ryan. Keep it going for Ryan, everybody. He made it up here on his own 2 feet.
Oh, now I'm seeing the chompers. Nice chompers, my man.
Oh, you just saw Gabo?
All right, don't do that.
Gabo, so far you've done a lot of stuff tonight that's making people uneasy. You guys couldn't see, but she said nice chompers, and he went like this. Opened his mouth wider. Texas' nickname is the Lone Star State, the George Bush Funhouse, or that place Tony Hinchcliffe started wearing children's vests. True or false?
It's gonna be true right there.
That is true. Every Tuesday night at the Congress Avenue Bridge around 10 p.m., 60,000 bats have the biggest bat gangbang of all time. Flying around, squealing and squeaking and coming inside of each other. It lasts about 13 minutes, 2 minutes longer than the bitch's space launch, but it's loud and it's beautiful. True or false?
That's true. I saw it for myself. I'm a
That
cock.
is true. Keep it going for Grace O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only. Check out her podcast, Disgraceful. I love you, bitch. Give me a hug. Keep it going for Grace O'Malley. Put that microphone down on the seat, Grace.
Yeah, that's my
I love you, sweetheart. One more time for my bitch, Grace O'Malley. Keep it going for her. You guys, we got time for one more guest here on the Dr. Phil Live show. You guys all right for that? Have you had a good time so far? I know it's been a long show, but you guys have been an unbelievable crowd. Your final guest on the Dr. Phil Live show is somebody who reached out to me, okay? He's been going through a rough time, okay? He's a young, troubled teen. I try to help people of all shapes and sizes, and he's going through it right now. And he reached out to me. He lives here in Austin. He's going through it. He's got a lot of shit he's trying to get off his chest, work through his plate, and I'm gonna try to help him out in front of 2,500 sweet Austintonians. So your final guest, please welcome Gunch Tiffen. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Gunch Tiffen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm only here as a favor to my old man.
Who's your old man, Gunch?
Mr. Tiffen.
You just throw a fucking Twizzler into the third row?
Shit, man, don't eat that. That shit's laced.
Gunch, who are you pointing at? Who are you doing that weird tongue thing to?
My boy.
Gunch, I wrote down here, it says you're responsible for the single largest heist of Mighty Beans in the history of Target.
Yeah, it wasn't anything really. Just another day, trying to make a buck.
Stealing Mighty Beans?
Yeah, man, black market on Mighty Beans, real good.
Now, refresh my mem. Mighty Beans are what? They're like Beanie Babies for Mexican kids?
Yeah, they're like homies, but little beans. You can eat them too. They rule.
No, I'm all right. It says here you wrote on Facebook that my bones are getting longer and my skin is getting shorter. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, it's probably just tripping out on the wrong stuff, man. My bones are getting all fucky.
You do drugs, Gunch?
Only the hard stuff.
Like what?
IMDb.
I played spin the bottle once with a jar of Vicodin.
Who won?
I was by myself, so who the fuck do you think won?
That's straight, that's straight. Thanks.
It's tough to be a kid in 2025. Everyone's coming at you being like, get the vaccine, you know, eat this, suck that, right?
Yeah, man. No one's ever talked to me like that.
Do you have parents, or are you one of those orphan childs like Charlie Bucket? I mean, he had a mom, but she was always making water for dinner.
I can relate. In winter it was frozen, and summer is so hot. Yeah, my dad drives a rig. I got a brother. I don't know what happened to him, though.
Well, hold that thought. Here right now, please welcome Gunch's brother, Munch Tiffen.
Fuck you, Dr. Phil.
Damn, what up, my boy? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, it's been a minute, my brother.
What the fuck is going on right now? You guys look exactly the same.
You're not dreaming.
Yeah, you're seeing double,
Bobo.
bitch.
You're not dreaming, Bobo.
All right, I'm genuinely terrified. What are you putting a curse on the crowd? Stop that.
Tin roof rusted.
Biatch.
Afterbirth, after the fact. See, I can play your little Dr. Seuss games.
Yeah, that's straight, man.
Now look, Munch, I brought you out here to surprise Gunch because he's going through a tough time. And
Oh, well.
he's going through a tough time. Does your hat light up?
Yeah, it does. Can you read it?
Yeah, it says, fuck you.
Yeah. Why don't you read that real slow, bookman?
What are you doing to your mouth?
He's getting sick. He took a lot of shit. We need to get it out of his system.
You guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. I don't like your attitude, either one of you.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah, piss off.
You know what? Don't stop it.
That's double brother jizz.
I don't.
Especially you
know
wish
what?
you had a
Two
brother
can play
like
this
that.
game.
Here,
Do it again.
do me.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Guess what? It's not the first time I've been mime jerked off on.
Well, welcome to the club.
All right. I wish the Menendez brothers killed you guys instead of their parents. No, don't you look at me like that. I've had enough of this shit. I have a little experiment. You guys ever seen the show Scared Straight?
Gay.
Nothing scares us, Phil.
Well, we're about to find out because my friend Officer Holmes from Scared Straight is here. Let's bring him out to fuck with Gunch and Munch. Please welcome Officer Holmes.
Who's this joker?
All right, wait, hold on. Hey.
Take it easy, man.
Hey, how you doing, Holmes?
Hey, man, I'm all right. How you doing now, Dr. Phil? You all right?
This is going better than I thought it would.
I'm doing all right. You know, we trying to get these goddamn kids here straight, man. They told us they goddamn parents like they ain't never been nowhere before, goddamn, you know what I mean?
I don't need some closed captioning for that last sentence.
I said, man, you gotta get these goddamn kids straight out here on the street, man. You got them goddamn, cause they running around like they crazy. You kids need to learn how to goddamn respect some goddamn body.
Look, man, are you gonna scare us or not?
You ever been fucked by a man? You wanna be fucked by a man?
Are you gonna scare us or not?
Yeah.
All right, I don't think threatening to rape them is really a scare tactic. Oh, shit.
Hey, stop shaking him like that. He's gonna puke.
Do you want to fuck me?
Hey, come on, man. That's my brother.
Who's getting fucked now? Who's getting fucked now, scary black guy?
Hey, Munch.
Huh?
Munch.
What?
Get up, you piece of shit. Enough is enough. I brought Officer Holmes here to help out, and you're taking this to a level I'm not comfortable with. Fuck you.
Hey, man, you're gonna kill him.
Fuck you, Casey Rocket. Penis fart. Penis fart number 2.
Oh, I feel helpless.
Help me, brother.
I don't know.
And one more penis fart for Joe Rogan. And stay down. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. But I'm not sorry you guys had to feel that. Did you guys have a good time tonight on the Dr. Phil Live Show in Austin, Texas? I'm gonna need to hear a little bit more noise. Our first ever Dr. Phil Live, and no way our last in Austin, Texas. One more time, let's take a look at what Chris Rogers painted for us over here. Holy shit, look at that fucking masterpiece from Chris Rogers. One more time, he's up for everybody on tonight's show. Big Jay Oakerson, Pete Holmes, Thomas Lennon, Lieutenant Dangle, Casey Rocket, Jeremiah Watkins, David Jolly. I'm Dr. Phil. Robin, don't go to bed. I got a Hans Kim sex doll in the car. Good night, everybody!